Zero Podcast, it's the Grodcast. Zero Podcast, it's the Grodcast. Zero Podcast, it's the Grodcast. Zero Podcast, it's the Grodcast.
Hello, people. We're back again. It's me, G.
And me, not G. I mean, me,
And
Rod.
collectively, this is the not G cast.
Excellent.
The Grodcast, yes, we're back again. You may notice I'm a little bit echoey, like I'm sat in the bathroom, because I'm having a poo as we do this.
And I'm sat outside the door waiting for you to finish.
Yes, quite. It's because, due to restrictions and stuff, I am in a different room, which is very echoey and whatever, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. I'll move closer to the microphone. Or you can consider it like we had some sort of fancy reverb of, like, you know, cathedral reverb to make it sound all dramatic or whatever.
It's very dramatic, whereas I am sat in a plastic bag. And so therefore I'm not echoey.
Yes,
Echoey,
indeed. But
echoey.
for our animated representations, we may be in the same room. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. Just if you get some sort of cognitive dissonance there that makes you insane because you're like, they said they're in different rooms, but I can see them sat next to each other as cartoons.
I can see you right now, G.
That's lovely. I can see you too. Cause
I'm looking directly into your beautiful eyes.
Aside from the awful acoustics, this is a very good radio booth style setup, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah. It makes a change. I mean, last time we were just both sat in armchairs or something.
Yeah, leaning
chilling out.
drunkenly over the side of them while grumbling about Christmas.
We're being rather professional.
So to contextualise this, it is now April-ish, yeah. So the pandemic's still going on, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Hopefully it'll be over soon. But we'll, you know, just so you know what the hell we're talking about when you watch this in 5 years.
More to the point, we're not dead. That's the most important bit.
I've been partly vaccinated. Rod is attempting to be vaccinated.
I'm just walking around the streets going, please vaccinate me.
Bearing
please.
your arm at passers-by.
Yeah. Hoping that someone has a needle to pop in me. Just a random needle.
So a little catch-up, I guess. Rod, you were going to do YouTube exercises. How's that been going?
I've done some, actually.
Yes.
I haven't gone above 10 minutes, though.
No, but...
I should have worked my way up by now, but I'm still on 10 minutes.
No, but we can tell the difference. You're looking very fitter.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's not what your missus said. She called me a fat blobby lump without actually saying those words.
I'm sure that was just teasing.
I'm sure
Possibly,
it was, yes.
Possibly. So what else have you been doing?
I've not been doing a very lot of things. No. I have... again, been trying to expand my pretty little brain.
Oh, yes, of course. What is it? What specifically this time?
English.
The language of the Ings.
The language of the gods. Oh.
Have you heard your earphones?
I can't hear a thing.
Okay, so
sorry. We shall
Rod is
edit this bit out.
Temporary deafness.
I'm deaf. Oh, that's better. I'm not deaf anymore.
You just needed a little pinch.
I did.
Oops, I just blew down there. So yes, the language of
the gods. Just to let you know, the sort of spectrum of what I've been working with. God is also dog backwards.
Wow, those lessons are really paying off.
You can make those two words out of those 3 letters.
Ooh.
I know. I've amazed myself.
And what about Godot? and
isn't she in Wonder Woman?
And Odge. Yes, Gal Gadot. Gal
Gadot.
And Odge, like if you need to odge someone out of the way.
That works, yeah.
We might use a random word game later on if we get stuck for ideas, because we've been living in miserable solitude still, like everybody. Boo-hoo. Whatever. Every radio station, I wake up in the morning and I go to work and I turn it on, and all it is like they do the interviews with the guest and it's, how have you been doing in lockdown? And then they say the same thing, like, I'm doing okay, I'm really lucky that I'm living in a fucking mansion, you know. Like, and then I've been spending time with the kids and really connecting with who I am. It's like, yeah, we get it, I don't give a shit. Everybody's saying the same. Just think about something outside. Think about how life was before, or how it can be, or concepts and philosophy and things, not just like, you know, all right, so
the world does not revolve around this world-encompassing disease, okay?
that has clawed its way and constricted our every way of being.
Yes.
No, just, yeah, I know, but it's all the same now, isn't it? I suppose we've done a bit of that as well. Oh my gosh, how silly. I have been watching some classic manga. Well, it's a classic anime, but like we used to call it manga, and it was like manga video. So from the 1990s, like Macross Plus and Dominion Tank Police.
Ooh.
I was going to watch more, but I didn't have the time.
I recently watched Akira.
Okay, yeah.
That was fantastic.
Did you watch like the 4K special re-release?
No, because I don't have a 4K TV. I have like a 2-bit TV.
Black and white.
Yeah, it's like watching a Mega Drive game
You have to
when you watch a fantastic Blu-ray on my TV.
You have to tune it into the right FM channel, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately so. It's quite old now.
But yeah, I wanted to watch more, but it kind of, you know, time runs on. Very, very busy. But yeah, the old stuff's so much better, mostly. There's probably some, I think there's a few new series, I don't remember which, that are actually good. But like the aesthetics were much better, and they didn't have, okay, so they did have a load of like the fanboy stuff with it's the bikini episode, but they didn't have it all the time, and they didn't have tons, because like that one you showed me, which again is probably about 10 years or more old now, but High School of the Dead.
I was literally just going to say I like High School of the Dead.
Yeah, but that's just
fantastic.
like everybody looks like they were copy pasted, and then they gave them a different hairstyle, and then it's just tits and ass all the time, but like in a really over-the-top way as well.
It's very sexualized.
Like, especially, I mean, of course, as well, the 90s were a different time. But back in the 90s, things, they did have like, oh yeah, you know, they'd just have a fucking random shower scene of the woman, and or she'll just do a high kick and then you'll see her pants or whatever, which is very, you know, very chauvinistic and silly and way beneath today's morals, but, you know, completely different level of thing to tits and ass. She fell over, tits and ass. Oh, a zombie's going to bite her, so she kicks it, tits and ass.
To be fair, that's quite why I like it. We know that I like tits and ass.
Watching it in the bathroom.
No. But if you set up a mirror from the bathroom, you can
get the right angle.
The
So yes, that was one of the ways in which I entertained myself on my small amount of free time.
That sounds lovely.
Anything else from you, Rod?
I watched a couple of new bits, but no, not really.
No. I've been playing games as well. You've been playing one of the Ratchet and Clanks. I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, I just completed it this morning. I know it's a babyish game, but I do love it ever so much.
And possibly an old game as well.
No, it's the game
one?
based on a film based on a game. So it's the remake of the first Ratchet and Clank. It was out in what 2000. I don't even know when it was out. It was out not that long ago.
A year ago, 2 years ago.
I don't know. I'm thinking 2017.
That's incredibly old by gaming. Let's do a podcast and mention games we've played. That's insanely old.
I suppose so. Maybe we're behind the times.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It's just that, like, I'm so busy that I like kind of... it's just a case of, well, I could buy this game that's 50 quid, or I could buy this game that I still want to play that's been out for a while that's like 10 quid or whatever. Like one of the ones I've been playing recently is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's really good. It's a remake.
I've never played one of those.
It's very good. It's a remake of one of my favourite games of my childhood, and they've really modernised it, but they've also paid a really good homage to it. And the reason that's relevant is because it came out on PlayStation Plus for free like last month, so I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'll get that, I'll download it. So in a way, it came out last month. Pow, 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 I'm so up to date.
And such a cheapskate.
Yes.
Excellent. Good work, G.
Can you blame me?
No.
But also playing Hitman, as we've just done a bit of a Hitman playthrough.
We do like Hitman.
Murdering people in a bank.
Why do we always end up doing massacres?
Well, because it's fun, and because you can do the cool sneaky deaky stuff, but really that's not the kind of thing you laugh with your mates. I mean, it is a bit, but it's more like the seeing how crazy we can go and still survive that ends up being the good drinking night.
Yeah, we've decided that the next one is going to be sniping masses from a balcony.
That sounds like a Black Sabbath lyric.
Sniping masses from a balcony.
Since when do Black Sabbath sing like that?
Sniping masses from a balcony.
Sniping masses from a balcony.
You're doing the Dio version.
Well, yeah, I guess. I can't sing in any way, shape or form.
Well, you can do the...
I can squeak. I can do wahs, but I also don't want to deafen everybody nearby.
Okay, well, I did a...
Including you.
Right, yeah, thanks.
You can.
Oh, good. Wah! Thanks.
Beautiful.
I feel better now.
But actually, one of the other games I've been playing, which is an incredibly geeky game, but I don't care, is Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Really?
Yeah, and now there's a reason for this. Okay, now there's not much murdering in it, but it's actually kind of nice just to drive around. We've been locked. I like travelling, and we've been locked in our houses for the last year or so. Well, in this game, you can drive all around Europe, and yes, you have to be like, I've got to deliver a pallet of milk to fucking Bologna, but you get to drive through the hills and the Alps and stuff like that, and it's quite chill. Like in the morning when I wake up and I'm having a coffee, just chilling out, driving a truck.
You want to play a game driving a truck, delivering milk?
Not necessarily milk. Sometimes you deliver a tractor.
Or perhaps maybe a pallet of chickens.
It's incredibly chill, and you can download radio stations of the country that you're in, so you can be listening to some guy going, and then they play like ABBA, and then you drive over a lovely lake. And
you sound like someone's dad.
Yes, I am someone's dad. This is the revelation. I was building up to it.
Oh, dear God.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not hardcore enough for you, Rod.
Perhaps you'd like to plant some herbs.
I'm sorry that in between violent murder sprees, I'd like to go on a lovely drive through another country. Well, excuse my anus.
Exactly. Your anus is excused for now. Although it is rather a jarring concept.
Thank you. I'm watching some other films as well. I might have a list of it here. But one of them we're going to do a review on shortly, so I think we'll do it as a separate video, so watch out for that. What else? I watched the Hitman films. They were alright, whatever. They're old.
Second one's better than the first one.
Oh, yeah, one thing that I did see, however, right, there is a sitcom called Heil Honey, I'm Home.
Oh, I've seen the clips of that.
You've seen the clips of it,
it's
isn't
fantastic.
It's so fucking weird. Right, so basically for everybody...
Haven't they pulled that already?
Yeah, they've pulled it, but we've put it, you can find it wherever. So, but it's really old. It's from like the 70s or something, but it is a comedy about Hitler. But that's not the shit bit about it. The thing is that it's Hitler living in a normal house, and all the jokes are just normal jokes, so it's not. But they've replaced it with like Goebbels and Neville Chamberlain and whatever. So it isn't like he's in a bunker and sending his army out
it's
everywhere.
It's a cross between Bewitched and Adolf
It's
Hitler.
like I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
So
really
he doesn't
weird.
so it's not like he's in the trenches and saying these guys go here and those guys go there. Whoops a daisy, we accidentally got them blown up. Wah, 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 But it's like, oh, Neville Chamberlain's coming for dinner, and it's like, oh, but you never let me go out with the girls, and it's girls' night, and I don't want to cook for Neville Chamberlain, and our neighbours, the Brusensteins, who are I think they're Jewish, so that's pretty dark, but still, like the Brusensteins they always try and interrupt everything. It's so fucking weird. It's weird. It's like a normal, incredibly cheesy 70s American sitcom, but the main character happens to be Hitler.
Yeah, you should all look it up. It's funny.
Yes, but weird. It's like It's just it's weird
Well,
because of that.
it wouldn't be funny if it wasn't weird.
Yes.
If it wasn't what it is, it wouldn't be funny at all. If it was like
Well,
just some
yeah.
random guy, it wouldn't be funny.
Or if it was actually like actual comedy based on actual Hitler instead of him living in an apartment in wherever, maybe even New York.
I don't know. I've only seen clips, but it does look very good.
Yes, indeed. And we had a lovely barbecue today, didn't we?
We did, yes, and it was yummy.
It was tasty. It was very sunny. It was refreshing change from being indoors and freezing. Isn't it lovely when the seasons change? I had a brain fart.
Yes, it is.
We're in a
very
weird
lovely.
mood.
Refreshing when the season changes.
We're in a weird mood because the last time we did a Grodcast, we had like ages to catch up on. We hadn't really seen each other and hadn't spoken. And then today, it's like, not been a
Since the
couple of
last
months,
Grodcast.
really. So it's not been that long. And we're in the same conditions. So we're kind of like, I've been watching TV and playing video games and so on. I mean, I've been doing a bit of extra music and stuff, like I said, but like nothing massive yet. I've not been inducted into the Royal Philharmonic or anything, so, you know. We've not been able to... Well, go on.
My son has contacted me after 18 years.
Oh, yes, that is a very small little extra bit to just slide in there, by the way. Yes.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed.
As it happens, once every 200 years, the rod comes out of its cave to spawn, and it did so most recently 18 years ago.
Yeah, he was 18, yeah.
Yes, lovely. So we'll give a little special shout out to him.
Yes, hello, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas. Weirdly
Tom.
the same, or Tom, weirdly the same name as my younger brother, so that's confusing.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that. We'll have to change your Tom's name.
My younger brother's name by deed poll without him knowing.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, how lovely. A lovely family reunion in the making, I suppose. Oh.
And thinking of my spawn as well. Thank you, G.
Thinking of your spawn wiped all over a leaf by the side of a pond.
That sounds beautiful. So beautiful.
Oh, how delightful. I've got one. I made some notes as well. Last time, I'm very aware that we randomly rambled, and this time I'm aware of the fact that I've not actually timed it. So, I'm trying to keep us focused. One of the notes says bad fan fiction, but I can't remember what it was about. I think I'd read one that was like a fan fiction of like, I don't know, some assassin or a TV show or a game or something, but it was really bad. But I don't know. I don't get it. Have you read any of the Reddit fan fiction?
I don't know. I mean, is creepypasta fan fiction?
No, that's a thing in itself. Popular in the 2001s, I suppose.
Well, you know that I'm very relevant and with it, don't you?
They still have them though.
I'm
like
hip hop happening with the kids.
Like the SCP ones, they're quite good, but also sometimes shit.
Are they the ones with the weird monsters that are contained?
Yeah,
and if they get out, then everything dies.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
people are free to write their own monster. So
they're fantastic. Do you know what's really good about that?
Yeah,
is there's a YouTube channel called Drawfee.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
And
that
they've done the drawings of what they imagine it to look like.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, they're good. But of course, it varies in quality because it can be anybody from like, you know, with any level of English, but also any level of writing ability. So there can be people who are like shit writers who do it sometimes, and it's
5-year-olds writing about rainbow dolls.
No, like it turned out it was his wife who died. Whoa! You know, that kind of boring, spooky, so spooky shit. So,
and it turned out that next door it was Jules.
Okay.
It's the Goldbergs.
Straight down. Straight into the fiery pits.
It wasn't me that said it, it was Adolf.
It was Adolf, yes. Rod was mimicking the character from the aforementioned sitcom. But yes, so I don't know. I mean, I think it was like Sonic the Hedgehog sex fanfiction.
Oh,
some weird stuff that they have.
Furry fantasies. I've seen I have seen Family Guy porn.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. I accidentally came upon it.
Oh, okay. Great choice of language.
Okay, I'd retract that statement. Yes. So I accidentally browsed over it as I was looking for Family Guy stuff. And not naked
Is
Lois.
this like your Triple X story?
Right, I really wanted a new coat, but I wanted one of those fur coats that Russians have.
Yeah.
So it's like an ankle-length proper fur coat with a big furry...
Fur.
What's it called? Lapels and all that.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, right, excellent. They've got them in Triple X.
The film?
Triple X,
Vin
the film with Vin
Diesel.
Diesel.
Vin Diesel
Right.
wears one, yeah.
And, no, well, not the one that he wears, but the massive Russian that wears one.
Oh, okay.
That he meets.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find that, so I thought, right, okay, excellent. I'll type it into Google. So I typed in... fucking hell. I typed in Triple X Russian fur coat. Right. And that's not what came up.
Surprising. I bet
And
something else came up.
It did, and it was on my work computer. So, not the best.
But
It's a bad idea.
I was talking about your penis.
Oh. So was I.
Oh dear. Oh, my earphones went a bit funny then.
Oh, maybe
must
we've
be
got a
something
bad
with our
connection.
adapter. Our floppy bits are all unconnected.
Well, I have no problem there. Mine's hard as a rock. Hard as a nail right now.
I also, because I suppose we don't want to go into full movie review, but I also watched Tenet by Christopher Nolan.
Oh, I was going to watch that, and then I thought it might be a bit confusing. So I thought, if I'm drinking, then I'm not going to watch it towards the end of the night. I'm going to wait until I'm watching it at the beginning of the night. So I've not watched it yet.
Yes, indeed.
But I will do.
Incidentally, if anybody hears any clicking, we have a behind-the-scenes photographer temporarily in place.
Oh, we have a professional
seen.
photographer
and
today.
Some creaky stepping, creak, step, click, click. So, yes, it was a good film. I suppose I won't spoil it for you. I won't go into it too much, but it was one of those that was clever, but the characters were like not that developed. So the guy who was the main character was just like a plain stand-in type thing. You know, it was fine. But the other thing that I really noticed was that the sound mix was fucking awful. Like, they have this really good soundtrack. It's really good music. And then you're listening to these people talk, and most of the time they're in like surly kind of talking like this, and really complicated stuff they're talking about, where it's like, you know, perhaps if the reverse time matrix goes back into the polarity like this, we can, you know. And then while they're whispering like that, you've got this going on, and it's so then you hear backwards time matrix to assassinate them.
You find that a lot with the amateur films, like fan fiction films and stuff like that.
Well, so it's not that the sound recording was bad, like of the voice. It wasn't that they didn't get the sound. It's just the way it was mixed.
Yeah, totally. That's normally what would happen. I've seen loads of the fan fiction ones where they've done exactly that, and you literally can't hear them talk over it.
Yeah. So basically, Christopher Nolan is relegated to bad fan fiction movies.
Yeah, it happens a lot in porn. Because there's a lot of I don't know about you. Get a pizza later. Fancy extra sausage. That was exactly how it sounded.
Okay.
I've not seen it, obviously. I'm going off. I'm going off what people have told me. Yes.
What your wife told you.
Oh, can you imagine?
I was watching this video.
It was really weird because all of the clothes fell off.
Even though they were plumbers. I thought plumbers used to wear proper clothing, like combat pants and belts.
Tell you what, that's not very good professional practice, is it? For a tradesman.
I think that
I'm not going to give him 5 stars.
I think that the Plumbers Guild might have something to say about their performance. Yeah,
I've gone dead again.
You've gone dead/dead.
We will have to edit this, I believe.
Probably.
Yes, that's better. Yeah, I can cope with that.
Wow, but actually, you know what? Probably a bit
No,
less.
I've gone dead again.
Have you? Oh my god.
I can.
No, I'm going to go for the equipment. Any better?
No, not yet. Not too sure what's going on there.
Lovely. Well, actually, around... minus a few of the cut bits that we had to edit out because of technical difficulties, we're on 25 minutes now, which is getting to a pretty good length for the thing.
It's not
so
bad.
I think we could have, if you have any random thoughts of the day.
Oh, I did think earlier. I've got a Rod's tip of the day.
Okay.
And that is, if you're going to prune a tree,
Yes.
the best way of doing it that I've come up with is just feed all of the birds in your entire area loads of food so that they're all overweight. And when they sit on the branches, they literally rip them from the tree and you don't have to climb up and cut them off.
Ah, clever. And then you've got a load of overfed birds who can't fly away, which you can then cook and make them into burgers.
Burgers. You can.
Delicious.
They'd be nice meaty burgers. Stay tuned for G and Rod's cooking
we
program.
hope to do a cooking show, but I've got a shit kitchen. Rod's got a tiny shit kitchen. So we might have to wait until I move into the mansion that I'm obviously going to move into with my millions and millions of pounds that I've made from selling coronavirus vaccines on the black market, stolen from the pharmacy at work. We'll see how that goes.
Why am I wandering the streets, offering my bare arm to random strangers with needles if you have got the vaccine?
Because you're not paying.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
But I did think that, especially with your newly developed English language skills, we could try and do a little brief segment of random word not necessarily association, or you could tell us a story or something about that word or what anecdote it makes you remember. It might not work, so let's try it.
You can give it a go.
Oh, great. And the random word generator's first thing is corpse.
There's not a lot I can relate to there, is there?
Apart from your first girlfriend.
You're not supposed to say anything about it. I've gotten away with it. Okay.
Partly because she decomposed.
No, and on a serious note, I have not seen her since 1925. I don't know why I said 25.
Which was when she was born.
Give me a different word. Design?
Yeah.
It makes me think of Manic Street Preachers.
Oh, God. I design for life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's boring.
I know.
Next one. Sign. It's the same thing.
Wow, that
Okay.
sounds the same.
Let's have a look.
That's amazing.
Aluminium in the proper English spelling.
Not aluminum.
Correct.
You see, I can't associate with aluminium at all. I only ever hear aluminum.
Yeah, well, you know what I actually hate about Americans is their existence, but no, I don't. I have some friends from the States. Don't worry, I don't hate you all.
I did have a big story about Americans being horrible, but I don't know what it was now.
It.
Yeah, I forgot
well
it.
done. Well, maybe we'll get you to narrate it at some later point, and we'll animate that. But is, first of all, obliged and obligated. That bugs me. Couldn't care less and could care less. David Mitchell did a thing about that. But also, this was actually in my notes, so what a great segue. But it's just a minor pet peeve, is addictive versus addicting.
Addicting?
Yes. It's what addicting is technically a word, but Americans use it in the wrong way. Right, and I'm talking US Americans for anybody who's sensitive about we're in Canada's part of America, whatever. But yes, so addicting would be something like I suppose. I could be wrong here now. Somebody's going to be typing furiously, like, I can't believe you tried to correct people here. But
heroin's well addicting.
Yeah, exactly right. So you could say I suppose you could say it's addicting him. As in, it's in the process of making him addictive.
Yeah, but they won't use it in that way, will they?
No, but they use it. They say it as it's addicting. Oh my God, this game is really addicting.
Yeah, that's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, exactly, because it's addictive. The "iv" means it has the properties of being like that. I can't think what.
And that's why they keep taking the piss out of us in programs. Like in Family Guy, I watched that the other week, and they had the pub got taken over by English guys, and every one of them had a posh voice and bad teeth.
Okay, yeah.
And then they were trying to get them out of the pub, and he says, "Right now, you've forced me to use my fantastically what's the word?
I don't know."
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
My fantastically advanced language skills to talk you out of the pub. And the next shot, they're walking out the pub, and they're like, how the fuck did they do that? But they do admit that we have superior language skills to them, seeing as I can't actually remember words. But they also take the piss out at the same time.
I don't mind a bit of piss taking and stuff like that, but it bugs me when people are wrong. That bugs me. And it bugs me when people are lazy. The other thing, which is what English people do, and it's very, very annoying, is could of and would of.
Yeah, but that's what scallies and scumbags say.
But it's so I get the reason why people do it, as in like I could have. It sounds a bit like I could of. Sort of.
It's just
if you're lazy, and if you never read a book or look at so people are like, oh, don't be mean to people who don't have the same education as you. Well, first of all, I was just in a normal fucking school.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't in a posh school or anything. Secondly, you can go on a dictionary, you've got the internet, you can say, is it could of or would or could have? And you can use your brain, because you don't say, I have gone to the shops today, do you? No, you say, I have gone to the shops, which is why you say, I could have gone. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk.
Okay, I'll add one more then.
Go ahead.
Which is really, really annoying, is of and off. And getting the two mixed up.
Oh, yeah.
It fucks me off. It really fucks me off.
I mean, the there. As well, very annoying.
That's harder.
That's harder because there's more stuff.
And off. Surely 2 F's is a f, and 1 F is a v.
That's pretty basic. So anybody who does this, we look down. Or anybody who's English, we
I
look
shit
down
on your
on
chips.
You.
That's what I do.
We piss in your mouth, and you like it.
Piss in your head.
Yeah. If you're not English, don't worry about it. It's not your first language. Everybody makes mistakes.
Well, so, I'll get down off my high horse now anyway.
And I off mine. And let's try a couple more. Okay, next random word is breast.
Would that be chicken breast?
It could be.
Or lady booby.
Whatever you want it to be.
I would rather like it to be lady booby.
Go on then, tell us a bit about lady booby. Well, I told you chose it. Well, you could have chosen chicken breast, and then you could have said, oh, I had a lovely chicken breast that I cooked in a tasty way.
Yes, I had a lovely lady booby for dinner. I stuffed it with garlic and cream.
Is a lady booby like a kind of English wildlife? And there we see the greater crested lady booby.
Lady booby
in the trees.
Yeah, wrapped in bacon in my oven. That's how it fucking works, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Rod. Understood.
Maximum Overdrive. That's my porn name.
Max Overdrive.
Max Overdrive. Unfortunately, my penis is like a jackhammer.
I think you may be heading down a particular path with your thoughts today.
I can't help it. It's the way I'm programmed. And so unfortunately,
You could say you're interactive.
Oh, get you with your fancy wordage.
Next word is package.
Of course, we're talking about Royal Mail here.
Or DPD.
Or DPD.
DPD, which is the porn category.
Deep penetration. Depth.
Infinite.
That's a rather deep penetration depth. Well done. I measured it for 3.5 feet. Feet. He's rather large. It's Ron Jeremy. Did you not know?
It's actual feet on the end of
I've not heard of feeting before.
I bet you it's a thing.
I bet it is a thing.
I bet if you go on the internet, well, everything's a thing, isn't it?
Yes.
We've got primary. That's it. That's the word. It's one word. Whatever. Expect. What do you expect, Rod?
I expectum Patronus.
All over your face.
How can you make that disgusting? You've managed it, but how?
It's wrong. A skill.
You got it's not. All it is you wave your wand about. You wave your wand about, and this white stuff. This white stuff comes out the end of it in the shape of an animal.
Is it like when you look at clouds and you go, that looks like a banana?
Yeah. Mine's a snail.
Circumstance.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else there. I thought you were going to say something else, you cheeky monkey.
I teased you with my linguistics.
In that circumstance, I thought you were going to say circumference.
Clever. There's a couple of tiny ones. Raise.
It is tiny, actually. Yes, I don't know how you know, because
raise.
I've never shown you before. But when I raise, it is small.
Liberal. How do you feel about being liberal?
I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't think I am liberal, am I?
Okay.
I could do thing. Oh, I don't fucking know. Liberally spread myself. What?
Liberally spread butter all over yourself.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. And then the last one is a good word, not much of a comedy word, but I like it, and so we shall end on it. And that
is
word,
it moist?
No.
That's a comedy word.
Well, I've said it's not a comedy word.
Oh, so it's the opposite of moist. What was that? Dry.
It's desiccated.
You made me think of a desiccated corpse now.
Oh, God.
And we're back to the word corpse.
What a loop. No, but this word is equinox.
Ooh, I've heard of equinox.
It sounds good. It sounds fancy. Isn't it the apex or the changing moment? It's like you have the winter equinox and the summer equinox.
Ooh, I don't know.
And it's like the longest day, so it's the part where it goes over. I think there's probably more really super old school way of, when it's in the 1920s in Victorian times, they used to say, we should equinox this meeting, and, more common.
It sounds more like a boss out of Dead Space.
Oh yeah. Well, not Dead Space. Dead Space boss would be more like the Flange Festerer. I don't know. They're all nasty, rotten monsters. It's not going to be Equinox. Equinox is like fucking Power Rangers or something.
Okay.
Or I don't know, whatever. Final Fantasy, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, Final Fantasy. I'll cope with that.
Equinox, the Grand Destroyer.
Face Equinox, the final Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think on that we shall call it a day for the general Grodcast. We're going to record a review, so if it's come out before or after this, please watch it. If you subscribe during it.
Oh no! You made me need a wee now.
Oh, lovely. Well, you'll be able to have one in a
Sorry.
moment. That's going to be the end of
Stop
every
fucking
Grodcast.
talking, then.
Every Grodcast is going to be, I need a wee, please let me go. Yeah, so we're going to do it. If you subscribe to our page, you'll be able to see when it comes and it doesn't. Rod, if you really need to go, you can walk.
I'm going now. Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Hang on,
Because I'm going to die otherwise.
You've chosen to end it again by walking off into the distance and needing a pee.
I'm going to die. I'm going to explode.